Hi, my name's Katie Ann, and today I'm going to show you how to enter and edit a schedule for your team within ADP. So to get started, I'm going to navigate to My Team, Time and Attendance. Schedules is the quickest and fastest way for me to access the schedule planner, but I'm going to show you through time card approval. Time card approval is our one-stop shop for all of time-related information. This is where I will see my team roster, edit time cards, approve, and sign off for payroll processing. So once this populates, I will see my team roster default. If I wanted to view and edit all of my team members, I can select all rows, or if it's just one or two people, I can just select those people as well. So I only have one person reporting to me. So let's go ahead and go to my little navigator here, how I access time cards, but I'm going to go right to Schedule Planner. So a schedule is a pattern that we can set to default week over week. It will repeat every week until I say so. Now, if I just clicked on Monday or Tuesday and in these cells typed a time in, it's only going to apply that schedule to that particular day. It doesn't set a pattern. So to set a pattern, I'm going to double click on that team member's name, and it's going to pull up my schedule pattern window. So my anchor and start date should be the same day. When do I want my pattern to start in the time card? I'm going to leave it default as 6/21, this current period that we're in. End date is when do I want this pattern to end? Is this temporary? Let's say that I can set my schedule for school when we return. I can set my start date to sometime in August or September, and I can end that pattern in May or June. And if I leave this checked forever, this pattern will always default every single week. It will never end. I'm going to set this to end on August 1st. Let's just say that these are summer hours that this team member is working. It's temporary. So I'm going to click on the first day that I want this pattern to apply, and I'm just going to type in the time like in my time card. So I'm going to say we'll work from 5 to 1. Now, just like in my time card, I need to make sure I put a P for any afternoon or evening hours, because if I don't, ADP will default it to AM, and we are going to overstate that time. Now, if you know military time, you most certainly can enter that as well. So I can type that time in every single cell, or I can right click and copy that time. And I'm going to drag my mouse. I'm going to click on Tuesday and drag it across to Friday so it highlights those days. And then I'm going to right click and paste. So it's automatically going to populate that time for me. So let's go ahead and apply this. I see my start and end date is June 21st and ending on August 1st. My rotation is 5 to 1, Monday through Friday. So let's go ahead and click apply. Anytime I make a change in the time card, I want to make sure that I save it so that these changes are applied. Now that my pattern is applied, I can hover over the day, and I see that I have an 8-hour shift in those brackets inserted. I can also double check that within the time card by selecting Go to Time Card. So here's my time card for the team member, and I see that my in and out punches are defaulting per the schedule, an 8-hour shift each day. Now let's say I want to make a change to this, that this team member has a 30-minute break that is unpaid. So what I can do is come back to this pattern, double click it. I can delete it completely, or I can edit it. I'm going to go ahead and edit because my start and end date isn't changing. And then once this populates, I can just X out those hours completely and start new. So what I want to do is right click that cell and add a shift. So a shift will populate this new window to put a pattern in. So my type is regular because this is regular pay. I want my start time to be 5. And my end time, I'm going to say, is 10 o'clock. This team member is going to take a break from 10 to 10:30. So I'm going to insert another row. change my type to break, and set that break time from 10 to 10:30, a 30-minute break. I'm going to insert another row by clicking this plus button again, back to my regular hours, and this team member is working 10:30 until 1. So military time. So let's go ahead and apply this new pattern. And I'm going to right click and copy that across again and apply this new pattern. So let's go ahead and click OK and save those changes. Now I can hover over that day and I see that 30-minute break time inserted. And I'm going to, again, double check the time card, go to time card. And I see that that break time has been inserted from 10 to 10:30, paying this team member only 7.5 hours versus an 8-hour shift. So let's go back to my schedule and let's put in our pattern for the school year. So I'm going to add another pattern and I'm going to set my start date to August 16th. And again, remember my anchor and start date need to be the same date. And I'm going to end this at the end of the school year. So I'm clicking on the years for 2021, and we're going to end this on May 15th. It's an early school year. So let's go ahead and click on my day. And let's say during the school year, this team member is working from 6 to 2:30. So I can put that in there. I'm going to copy and paste that across and click apply. So now I see both patterns. I have my summer pattern from June until August, 5 to 1. And then I have my school pattern from August until May. So let's go ahead and click OK. And again, save those changes. Now, I want to double check those changes. I won't be able to see that in the time card, but I can check it right here in the schedules. So I'm going to come up to the calendar, and I'm going to start this for July 26th because my summer pattern ends on the 1st. And I'm going to end date this on August 29th because my school pattern starts on the 16th. So I kind of want to see this applied in the schedules. So let's go ahead and click apply, and then I'll see all of those weeks broken out into tabs. So I see my week ending on the 1st, my 5 to 1 half-hour break. I see no schedule on those 2 weeks in between. And then on starting 8/16, I see my new pattern applying for the school year. So that is how we will add and edit schedules to our team members within ADP. Thank you so much for your time and watching this video.